This is lesson 15 of measurement, and this one is on minutes. Remember yesterday we talked about the quarter of the hour, and today we're going to be talking about clocks some more, as you can see by the background, but we're going to be focusing on minutes of the clock. Let's take a look at this clock. This is a little bit fancier than the clock that we looked at yesterday. Yesterday's clock, of course, had the numbers around the outside, and we talked about the hands pointing to the numbers and that the little hand traveling from one number to another. That's true, I forgot to put the marker down. When we travel from one number, come on here, I'm having too much luck. I got to grab this little green ball on the end. When we travel from one number to another, we said that takes 1 hour for the minute hand, or excuse me, 1 hour for the hour hand to do that. We also talked about the minute hand traveling between the numbers, and we said that they take 5 minutes to get from one number to another, and there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Well, we're going on with that information today. Let's take a little bit more look at this clock before we get too far into it. It's kind of an interesting clock. I said it was kind of fancy. It does have the numbers on the outside, as I had already mentioned. The little yellow circles, though, I don't know if you can read that on your computers or not, boys and girls. On the smart board, it's 5 times bigger. So I can read that it says 5, and it says 10, and it says 15. So they've marked in the 5-minute increments all the way around. I'm at 8 now, and it says 40, and 9 we know is 45, 10, 50, 55, and 60. So those are marked in those little yellow circles. But on this fancy clock, too, we see there are these boxes. And there's a box here, and here, and here, and here. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes to that spot. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what we've got here in this fancy version of a clock is they've got the minutes marked off for us, and they are represented by these boxes. As a hand, the minute hand would be, as the minute hand travels past these boxes, it would be marking minutes. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5 minutes, that spot. Another interesting thing about this clock is that they have these red lines here. You'll notice where my marker is going, they have a break, and these lines are standing for the groups of 5 minutes. So not only do we have on the outside the numbers marking every 5 minutes, but we also have these bands on the inside marking groups of 5 minutes. Well, that's kind of fancy. Like I said, this is a pretty cool clock. With our discussion of clock today, we're going to be focusing on minutes, and of course the hour is going to have to play into that too. We're going to be talking about before an hour or after an hour, depending on what the hands are showing. Let me just give you for an example. I've got the hour hand is, oh dear, Mr. F, you must make sure to click first and then rotate. So I've got the hour hand here, and it's pointing, let's go to 4. So it's 4 o'clock, and we're going to have the minute hand, a number of minutes. Now, yesterday we did in increments of 5, so maybe it was 4:05 or 4:15, but now we're going to be using these other minutes in between here, so we're going to be maybe getting a little bit more exact. And this hour hand, of course, isn't going to be pointing perfectly to 4 o'clock anymore now, because the minute hand has traveled past the hour, so the hour hand moves slightly off of the 4, and the time that we see here now is the hour of 4, but we're a certain number of minutes past 1. Now, if I know that the 1 represents 5 minutes, then I've got 6, 7, 8. So the hour given here is 8 minutes after 4. Okay. 8 minutes after 4. But you know, these hands are going to keep traveling, and there's another way to express that same time, and it has to do with the hour of 5, because it was 4 o'clock, but it will soon be 5 o'clock. So we can also express this as a number of minutes before 5. Well, if this is the amount of minutes after 4, then the rest of the minutes, and I'm not going to take the time to X these all in, but all these other minutes, and if I just go like this with the green marker, all of these minutes represent how many minutes before it gets to be 5 o'clock. Well, if I know there's 8 minutes after and there are 60 minutes in an hour, I'm going to just subtract those 8. 60 minus 8 is 52. So it is 52 minutes before 5 o'clock. 52 minutes before 5. And we'll be using both of those expressions today as we look at our clocks. Let's go on to the next screen and take a look at this one. And you'll notice up here in the upper right-hand corner, I've got some blanks to fill in. The number of minutes after the hour or the number of minutes before the next hour. And if you want to just push pause and listen or figure this out before I go on and describe it, that would certainly be a good use of your mind and your brains. I would say go ahead, push pause and see if you can figure that out. All right, we're looking at the minutes after. Oh, I'm going to move this clock before I get any further here. I'm going to change that. Hold on one second. Okay, I changed the clock, and we're going to be telling or writing in these blanks how many minutes after the hour. Well, let's look where the hour hand is pointing. It's not yet to 2. So it must have been on 1 o'clock. So it's going to be between those two. It's after 1, but it's before 2. After 1, but before 2. I'm going to fill in both of those places. I can see that hour hand isn't on either 1 or 2. It's after 1, but it's before 2. Now, how many minutes is it after 1? Oh, well, we have to start here with the first minute after the hour. Of course, 12 o'clock marks the top of the hour, and all of these minutes are after 1 o'clock because the minute hand is right here. I can count by 5s with the numbers 5, 10, 15, 20. I even maybe remember that 6 times 5 is 30, 35, 40, 45. Oh, it's 45 minutes after the hour if it's right here, but it's 2 more minutes. So it is 47 minutes after 1 o'clock. And how many minutes is it before it gets to 2? Well, then those are all the minutes that are left over here. Let's see. I'm just going to put them in red. All of these minutes. Maybe I could just count starting here and go in the other direction. There's 5, 10, 11, 12, 13 minutes before 2 o'clock. And if I did this correctly, 47 plus 13 should equal 60. I've used up all the minutes. I'm just going to do that real quick and see if I got that right. 7 and 3 is 10. Yes, I did do that right. Hey, Mr. F, good job. So, this clock shows 47 minutes after 1 and 13 minutes before 2. Go to the next one here. And here's another chance for you to push pause. Oh, wait. Mr. F's got to push pause first and change the clock. Okay, here's our clock. And we want to figure out how many minutes after a certain hour or how many minutes before the next hour. And, well, look at the hour hand first. Here's my little short, fat hour hand, and it's between 5 and 6. Oh, that's easy. If I know that it's between 5 and 6, it's after 5, but before 6. How many minutes after 5? Well, I know that 6 represents 30 minutes after the hour. If you can read right here in this yellow bubble or circle, it says 30. And then I have 2 more minutes past that. So it's 32 minutes after 5. And how many minutes is it before 6? Well, if it was right on 6, it would be 30 minutes before 6, but I've taken these 2 away. I know that it's 30 minutes on this half of the clock. I'll just take 30 minus 2, and that tells me it's 28. 28 minutes before 6. Another way to look at that, too, would be to start at this direction of the clock and just work your way back. There's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 31, 32, 33. Mr. F, something is not right. Try again. Okay, I'm going to try it again with green. I maybe miscounted. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, there's where I went wrong. This is 25 minutes up to here. 26, 27, 28. Okay. Whew. I was a little nervous there. That first time I miscounted. Maybe you even heard that. So, and if I had this correct, I can add 32 to 28, and then I should come up with all the minutes around the hour or the clock, and that's 62 and 8. 2 plus 8 is 10. And 5 or 3 and 1 is 4, and 2 more is 6. Yep, that's right. Okay, so I've got that one correct. Let's go on and try another one. Oh, I forgot to change those hands. Okay, well, I'm going to do it live here. I'm going to move this hand over this direction, and we'll stop right there. I'll move the hour hand this direction. I'll stop right, oh, I think I'll stop right about there. And what time is it? Well, let's look at the hours. The hour hand, we'll start with him. And it's between 10 and 11. It's after 10, but it's before 11. How many minutes after? Start here, go all the way around. Oops, I went too far. Let's see. The last number on the clock that it's up to is the 7. 7 times 5, since each of these represents 5 minutes. Let's see. I have 7 groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 times 5 is 35, and then I've got 2 more minutes here. That must be 37. So 37 minutes after 10. How many minutes before 11? I'm going to count back from the top of the clock. 5. Oh, here I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. These are groups of 5. There are 4 groups of 5 until I get right here, and then I got 1, 2, 3 more minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 5. 4 times 5 is 20, and 3 more is 23. 37 minutes after 10, and 23 minutes before 11. All right, let's try next one. Okay, let's get the clock set up. Oh, put that back. Let's get the green knob on the end, you crazy guy. Let's see here. Let's put it right over here. Okay, no, yeah, right. No, I think no, right there. Okay, fine. No, maybe right there. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and then let's do right. That's good enough. Okay, it's looking at the hour hand first. Okay, here's the hour hand. It's no longer on 6, and it's not on 7. It's after 6, but it's before 7. How many minutes after? Oh, this is an easy one. Look at there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 more. Here's 5 minutes right there, plus 1 more is 6 minutes after 6. And if I just subtract, maybe you can do it that way too. 60 minus 6, because the rest of those minutes, if I started with 60 and took away 6, that'll tell me how many are left. That must be 54 minutes before 7. All right. Mr. F, you're getting so good at this. You should teach it. Hey, I'm going to skip this one. Let's go on. All right, write in the time in standard form, 22 minutes before 11. Oh, you know what? I'm going to pause for a second and get myself a clock. Hold on. We have to write the time in standard form. I've got my clock now, and I can move these hands around. I would suggest that you do the same if you have a little clock that you can work with. It says write in standard form 22 minutes before 11. Well, I'm going to start with my hour hand first. Before 11. Oh, it's not quite 11 o'clock yet. So the hour hand isn't at 11, but 22 minutes before. Maybe if I start at the 12 and go back by 5s, and each number, of course, represents 5. So I'm going to start at 12 and go back 5 minutes to 11. There's another 5, that's 10, 15, there's 20, and 22 would be 2 more minutes. And so there would be the time 11, or 10. I'm looking at the hour of 10 because it's not 11 o'clock yet. It's before 11, so it must be the hour of 10. So the time is 10, and the number of minutes after 10, let's see, we're going this direction now, 5, 10, 15 at the 3, 20, 25, 30, 35, and then 1, 2, 3, 35 minutes. Or 10, excuse me, 10, no, it's not 10:35. This would be 35 right here. 35, 36, 37, 38. 10:38 is what the time would be. And if I added 38 and 22 together, I should get 60. Yeah, that does work out, so I've got the right time there. 10:38 this clock shows. Let's go on to the next one. Write the time in standard form. 13 minutes after 2. Well, let me get my hour hand first. There's 2 o'clock, and it's going to be after the hour, so I'll move the hour hand a little bit, and then 13 minutes after 2. There's 10 minutes, 11, 12, 13 would be right there. 2 minutes before 15 after. And the time in standard form, I'm going to write the hour that it is. It's still the hour of 2 until it gets to the 3, so it's 2:13. Go on to the next one. Write the time in standard form 30 minutes before 5. Let's move the hour hand first. Oh, it's before 5. It's not 4 o'clock. It's not 5 o'clock. It's before 5. I'll just put it right there, kind of in the middle. And 30 minutes before 5. Okay, use the minute hand to indicate 30 minutes before 5. Oh, it'd be right there on the 6. And what time is that in standard form? Well, let's see. It's not 5 o'clock yet. It's before 5, so it must be the hour of 4. So 4:30. It's 30 minutes after 4, so it's 4:30. Write the time in standard form 38 minutes after 7. Okay, well, let's move that hour hand first. There's 7 o'clock. It's after 7. I'll put it right about there. And then I'm going to move the minute hand 38 minutes after. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38 is right there. Okay? Oh my gosh, they're right on top of each other. It's hard to see them, isn't it? It's the hour of 7 because it's not quite yet 8 o'clock. It's after 7. So 7 and, 38 minutes after, 7:38. Hey, I'm sensing a pattern. When it says 7 or it says the word after, it makes it kind of easy. I just have to write the hour and then the number of minutes that it is after, 7:38. Oh, this one has the word before in it, so maybe that won't be quite so easy. I might have to think a little harder on that one. 1 minute before 10. Let's see. It's not 10 o'clock yet. It's 1 minute before 10. It's almost 10. Well, it must be then the hour of 9. And it's 1 minute before. I'm just going to go backwards here. 1 minute. Come on. I think you can do it. Come on. There you go. 1 minute before 10. Well, then, that must be the hour of 9. And if it's 1 minute before 10, well, there's 59 minutes right up until this point. So it's 9:59. Maybe you knew that one already. Good for you. All right, now you get a chance to write your own times in. If you have some clock faces that you can write on, here's an opportunity to write this time on your clock. It says 12:48. Well, I have to first put myself a little center dot kind of so my hands can kind of radiate from that spot. The hour of 12, well, I'm just going to draw a little hour hand in here, and don't do this yet. I'm just going to erase that one. But it says the hour of 12:48, so it's going to be, the shorthand is going to be somewhere between 12 and 1. And it's pretty close to 1 o'clock, so I'm just going to move that hour hand so that it's kind of, put my center dot in there. And my hour hand is getting close to 1, not 1 o'clock yet. And then the minute hand indicates how many minutes past the hour of 12. And I know that I count by 5s. Up to the 6s, 30 minutes, 35, 40, 45. Oh, yeah, I already knew that there was 45 minutes at the 9, so I could just start there. 1, 2, 3. 45 and 3 more is 48. So my minute hand is going to be pointing right there. Make sure to draw your hands neatly and accurately. We're working so hard right now to be neat and precise. I know AB yesterday did a fantastic job. He looked like a 10th grader. His work was so neat and precise. This clock shows 10:48. This clock we'd like you to show 5:32. Start by putting a center dot in. I'm going to put it right there. The hour of 5. Okay, well, that's over here. It's past 5, though. 32 minutes past 5. So I'm going to start my hour hand. It's past 5. 32 minutes. Okay, I'll put that one right there. It's not to 6 yet. And then the minute hand if I start at 12 and count by 5, oh, 30, oh, I know that. 6 is 30, 31, 32. Oh, the minute hand is pointing right there. It just finished the 32nd minute. There we go. It's starting on the 33rd minute. So there, it's 5:32. 9:13, okay. Start with my center dot. Locate that first. Put my hour hand in next. The hour of 9, so my hour hand is going to be pointing 9, maybe a little bit above 9 because it's 13 minutes past 9, 13 minutes after 9. So am I looking at my minutes? 5, 10, oh, to 3 would be 15, that's too many, 10. So up to 2 would be 10, 11, 12, 13, and my minute hand would be pointing right over here after the 13th minute. 9, 13. And let's see if we've got another one. 7:23. Okay. Start with my dot in the center. Then go to my hour hand. It's not 7 o'clock anymore. It was, but it's not anymore. It's 23 minutes past 7. 5, 10, 15, 20. Right up to this point. 21, 22, 23. My minute hand just finished the 23rd minute, and it's pointing right there. 5:23. All right, I think we have a good understanding now of the minutes on the clock. We're going to take a look at our worksheet. It's page number 106. And if you are interested in some extra practice, if you went to your textbook on page 288 and 289, you could see that. Our lesson today was on the minutes of the clock. There's different ways to express the same time. It could be 5 minutes after 12, as it shows on this clock up here, or it could be 55 minutes before 1. It's the same thing, just different ways of expressing it. Same thing with this clock and this clock. We have either an after or a before. And notice that the hours are always 1 hour apart, 12 to 1, 12 to 1. All right, instructions, write each time. And you have to express it as so many minutes after the hour or so many minutes before the hour. Make sure that you look to see the hour hand first. That's the short one. Where is it? Well, it looks like it's between 11 and 12. Now, on this little paper, I can't really see very well, but you've got it in front of you, and you'll be able to determine that easily. And if this one is 11, then this one's going to be 12. Well, I can't give you those answers, so I better erase that right now. If we look at the next section, number 4, it says write the time in standard form. Hey, yesterday some of you were supposed to write it in words, and you wrote it in standard form. Standard form, of course, is with numbers and colons. 12:01, standard form. Anyway, number 4 says 22 minutes before 11. Oh, if it's before 11 o'clock, it's not 11 o'clock yet. It must still be 10 o'clock. So don't forget that when you're showing your time. You have to think a bit on these, and thinking that's a good thing. Next section here, draw the time. Oh, they've already got the center dots in there for us. That makes it kind of nice that we don't have to work so hard to figure out where those centers are. So draw your hands. Start with the hour hand and then put in the minute hand. Well, good luck with your work on minutes of a clock. I look forward to seeing those tomorrow.